Susannah here from the Good Property Company. I'm in the rooftops in Barcelona. Hey, look, the street. I don't really want to drop it. And just over there, behind the TV aerial, is the Sagrada Familia, which is the fantastic Gaudi Cathedral. And over here, look at this. Isn't this lovely? Okay, so financial freedom. And how easy is it to get to financial freedom? It's actually quite easy. And what does financial freedom mean? So it's beginner's guide to financial freedom. So financial freedom is two words, isn't it? They're bandied around a lot. But basically, financial as in you don't need to work. Your hands, if I wasn't holding the camera, I'd do the sort of handcuff thing. Your hands aren't shackled. I don't need to go to an office 9 to 5. And in fact, at the end of my first decade in property, this year I've planned 182 days holiday and 183 days working. And only 183 days working because I really enjoy it. Not because I actually have to. All I have to do is own a property portfolio, but I enjoy doing all the education stuff, so that's just fun for me. I mean, it's obviously a business, but it's fun. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. So financial freedom is time and it's money. So for me, and for anybody else who's got a cash flowing portfolio, so I was speaking on Facebook to a friend of mine who just spent 4 months in Ireland and France, and it was so inspiring. I've got other friends, they've got over 60 properties, and they have now almost emigrated to New Zealand. Last time I spoke to them, they were pulled up doing their hour of work a day in their camper van in New Zealand. Of course, them being them, they just popped in, saw this beautiful house, bought it, so they now have a house in New Zealand as well, and they have somebody back home managing their portfolio. And I've got tons of friends who are like that as well. Very inspiring. Right, so financial freedom being for me and for many other people who have got income producing portfolios, we get paid on the first of the month. Why? Because the rent gets paid. And then what we do, if you're sensible and organised, you take the rent income, it comes in here, and then you set out standing orders. So a standing order goes out to your mortgage bank account, so automatically all your mortgages get paid, because guess what, it's not a surprise, is it? You know exactly how much your mortgage is. A standing order goes into your bills and maintenance, because you know what all your bills are going to be, because they're standing orders. Or direct debits, so they're all laid out, and also you know what your maintenance is going to be. Guys, it's going to be 10% of your rent, so don't even worry about it. Just put all your bills aside plus 10% of your rent. A standing order goes into your profit account, and that's what you live off. And then a standing order goes, depending on how you manage the properties. For me, I have a team that manage them in-house, so a standing order would go into salaries. But you may have a standing order or you may have actually, if you've got a letting agent, they may take it off at source. So you don't even need to transfer your money. And of course, I have a bookkeeper that does my books, and I'm just actually chilling out and checking the end of year accounts and just making sure everything is in the right place. So how much of that do I do? Almost nothing. I check with my team for 2 hours a week on how the properties are performing and anything that needs attention. But I know property is such a solid business that I know that 10% of costs are going to be repairs, 10% of costs are going to be management. I know that all my bill costs, I know all my mortgage costs, and the rest, frankly, guys, is profit. And oh yeah, and a standing order goes into my profit account. That's what I live on. It's simple, isn't it? And then your second choice is, do you manage in-house, in which case I would suggest you want to employ people, or do you outsource and manage with a letting agent, in which case I would definitely suggest that you check out client escrow accounts. You make sure you're very, very on the ball with it, and that you'll make sure that you understand their systems, and just make sure things like gas safety and all the rest of it are done. So that is the financial freedom, but also you notice is integrated with the time freedom. I'm here on 182 days holiday in my 10th year. I could never have had that with a job. Okay, I worked crazy hard to build that portfolio up. I took a few risks. I had many terrified nights. There's no point pretending. But I am not now tied to my hourly rate. It is the assets, paying the bills, and paying my income that works. And so it's that classic rich dad, poor dad. The assets have income coming in, which pay all the bills and which pay me, and I'm not necessarily tied to the work. And that's what you want to produce. Financial freedom is effectively assets paying your bills. It's kind of simple, isn't it? And you can see why it's so easy to do once you've got the hang of it. You buy something discounted, you refinance it, you pull the money back out, you buy it again. We did over 200 of them in 5 years. we're a little bit tired. And so that's why it's really nice to be on holiday quite a lot this year. But it is a simple and almost slightly addictive process, and you just got to make sure that the portfolio is well managed at the end, right? Oh, before I go, do a couple of things for me. One, subscribe right now somewhere. There's a button on the channel to the YouTube vids. And then 2, go and explore some of our playlists. We've divided them into subject matters, raising private finance, deal sourcing, auctions, all that stuff. And 3, hop on over to our website, thegoodpropertycompany.co.uk. I'll say it again, thegoodpropertycompany.co.uk. You've got bags of information there for you. You've got case studies, you've got other free stuff, you've got blog, you've got more videos, and then you've got tons of stuff that I've written for you guys, business planning packs, raising private finance packs, deal sourcing packs, lots and lots of masterclasses, buying, selling at auction, raising private finance, joint ventures, all that stuff. You know, anything you need to know about property, I've probably done a masterclass, a workshop that you can download, or a pack for it. And then we've also got lots of sample joint venture agreements, sample loan agreements, sample investor brochures, all that stuff. And all of them, I've produced them all so they're useful to you guys. All right, see you soon. Bye.